Hey mamas! All right, so today we're going to be talking about the number one type of business that all moms can and should start now, and it's totally recession proof. Like, I really believe 100% that this type of business is completely recession proof. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Sue. I am a stay-at-home mom to four. I am also a business strategist and a life coach. And what I do is essentially help moms start their business and make money. And I help them grow in all areas of motherhood, mindset, and entrepreneurship. And so if this is a space for you, go ahead and click the link underneath or the subscribe button. And so you can get all the videos on motherhood, mindset, and entrepreneurship. And so we're going to just dive right in, okay? So the number one type of business that all moms can and should start right now is coaching, okay? And before you throw it out the window, you hear the word coaching, you're probably thinking, I don't have the skills. I'm not an expert. I'm not qualified. I don't have any certification. And before you throw that out the window, I kind of want to define what coaching is and then kind of like help you understand how you actually are an expert and you do have the skills and the qualifications right now. Now, again, we're going to define it. Okay. So first of all, I just like to define coaching as helping guide somebody to a specific goal. And so again, I'm a business strategist and a mindset coach. And so what I help moms do is I guide them to actually starting their business. And I do that in two ways, with the business strategy and the mindset coaching. Maybe you are, or somebody is a health coach and they want to help a client lose 10 pounds, okay? So they're guiding them through maybe nutrition, maybe through exercise. And that gets to be niche too, because some people only work on nutrition. Some people work only on fitness or like the workout programs, if that makes sense. And so essentially, if you are a coach, you are just guiding somebody from point A to point B. And now, when you think about, I'm not qualified, I'm not skilled, here we are going to actually help you feel qualified right now. And something that we do with mindset coaching, okay, is that not everything you think is true. And so right now, we're actually going to throw out the window the idea that I'm not qualified or I don't have any skills or I'm not an expert, with this one simple question, okay? I want you to just pause for a minute and think about what is something, or maybe a few things, that your friends and family come to you for, that they continue to ask you for advice, tips, strategies for, okay? And here's some examples, okay, that you might not even think could be coaching, okay? Maybe you're really good at meal prepping. Maybe you're amazing at organization. Okay, maybe you are an expert at time blocking or your schedule. Maybe you're a super busy mom, but you're able to keep all that scheduled, okay, or organize your time organized. Maybe you have lost a lot of weight and you've been able to maintain that weight loss. Maybe you are, have transitioned into, I think like holistic care. And so maybe, I know a lot of moms are into essential oils. Maybe you can be guiding moms to more all natural like health benefits of essential oils, okay? So just think about one skill, something that you feel like, yeah, a lot of my mom friends ask me for this kind of stuff. They ask me for advice and for tips. And I want to tell you guys a story, because I got into coaching because it was a pandemic and I actually had a grazing table business. With the pandemic hit, I stopped doing grazing tables. And what I realized was, at that time, my mom friends, I actually joined a network marketing business, opening oyster shells, if you can believe it, for pearls to put onto jewelry. And so all my mom friends saw me, doing my grazing table business on social media. And then they saw me doing my network marketing business on social media. And so they were coming to me asking for advice on how to start their business, how to leverage it on social media, all that stuff. And so I got the idea of like, hey, I actually am a really big expert in social media, because I've learned it, like I was self-taught, like I just learned it from, social media, being on there and growing my catering business and my network marketing business. And so I realized that I had this knowledge and I was able to sell my coaching, social media marketing coaching. So I actually started coaching by helping moms start, build, and grow their own business, leveraging social media, because it was a free platform. I just knew that the moms that I was working with, like, they didn't have the money to pay for marketing, for advertising. And it's like, social media is completely free. You can advertise your business and start making money literally free. Within like just a few days, you can start making money. And so that's how I got into coaching. And so can you. Just find a skill that moms or your friends and family are already asking you for, whether that's meal prepping, whether that's working out, whether that's fashion. Like, maybe people love your fashion, okay? You could be coaching people through that as well. And so when you find that skill, you might have a couple in your mind, but just think about the one that you feel like, I would feel so confident and so fulfilled, and this would be a passion of mine to actually teach other moms, other friends, or other people, okay? You don't have to sell to your friends' family, okay? I would just love to help somebody and guide them through this journey. And for me, I was like, I would love to help other moms start their own businesses, pursue their passions, fund fulfillment, and make money at the same time through social media. And then slowly I transitioned to business strategy and life coaching just to niche down a little bit more and help moms with the business strategy and the mindset coaching, because a lot of things do come from our thoughts and our minds, and it's not just all about social media or the business strategy. And so when you think about the skill that you know that you have to offer, okay, again, there might be 1, 2, or 3. You can niche down later, you can go down later and pick like the one thing. But again, when you think about coaching, I just want you to think about the result. Okay, here's how you can actually like start your business and help people create a result. Because right now you're probably wondering like, how do I sell it? How do I monetize? How do I help people like actually create a result of some sort? And so here's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna like build out your business plan right now. If that's okay with you, put it down in the comment. I'm building my business, because we're just gonna do it all right now. So if you have figured out at least one skill, one thing that you feel like you are confident in teaching others, and I actually want to do a side note really fast. When I say the word expert, I don't mean that you are the best of the best of the best. I just mean that you know enough to teach somebody else, okay? For example, my kids, when they're learning to tie their shoes, I am not an expert shoe tire. I don't know if there are expert shoe tires out there, but I know enough to teach my kids how to tie their shoes. Okay? And so when you think about your skill, you just need to know enough to be able to teach moms how to do X. Or not even moms. I just say moms because that's my ideal client. But just be able to teach somebody else to do what you're doing, if that makes sense, right? Yeah, that's correct. Sorry, I'm still like getting caught up on the mom thing. But either way, as long as you feel like, hey, I can teach somebody else how to do this, then you can do that. And again, if you're kind of confused on how do I teach them? What is the framework? What are the steps? We're gonna talk about all of that right now, okay? So again, step number 1, figure out the skill that you wanna coach somebody else on. And then step number 2, you gotta figure out A and B, okay? If you don't know where you are, you can't get to where you wanna be. And so first, figure out where that person is, okay? Where are they starting out? An example is my clients either do not have a business, okay? Or they have, like, they literally just started, but they're making little to no money. So again, they're just at the beginning stages. And where they want to get to is a profitable business, like started and actually making money. So now we know where they are and where they want to be. And then you create the simple steps in between. Okay, think about, now you have your A and your B, where they are, where they want to get to. You're just going to bridge the gap for them. How do I get them from starting a business to actually making money? And I actually have a framework for this, so I'm going to give that example, okay? Step number 1 is building the beliefs that you actually can start a business and make money as a mom, okay? That's all the mindset work. And then step number 2 is actually just making clear, confident decisions. Like deciding I'm gonna make money, deciding I'm gonna start a business, deciding that I'm gonna pursue my passions, okay? Because when you are able to make clear, confident decisions, you just decide and then you just go for your dreams. Okay. And then step number 3 in the framework is a simple strategy. Okay. And we're going to talk about pricing and all that stuff in the simple strategy. It is called the VVO method. We're going to pause and we're going to go into it right here, because you're probably wondering, okay, even after I built out my framework, how am I going to get people to actually buy? And so the simple strategy, it requires only 3 things for you to actually make money. And you know what? Actually, we're going to talk about it after, okay? Step number 1, build your belief that you actually can make money. Number 2, make decisions, clear, confident decisions. And number 3, a simple strategy. Number 4, you just have to start implementing your strategy, which again, I'm going to be teaching you in just a minute. And then step number 5 is just evaluating what is working in your business and what is not working in your business. And once you create a framework for yourself, okay, that is my personal framework for helping moms start their business and actually make money. Okay, it's a simple 5-step process. And don't get caught up in my process too much, because this is just an example. I want you to think about your steps. What are like 3 to 5 simple, if you had to just simplify it, what are 3 to 5 steps that person, your client, would need to take to get from their point A to their point B? Keep it as simple as possible, because if it feels too complicated, they're not going to be able to do it. Okay, again, my step is 5. You just have to believe in yourself. You just start making decisions. You create a simple strategy, which I help you create. You take action on that strategy, and then you evaluate what was working and what's not working. You see how simple that is? Any mom can literally walk step by step and start making money in their business. And now, a question in your brain is probably like, okay, I know where they are, I know where they want to go, I know the steps that they need to take to get there, but how do I actually start getting clients? And this is, again, my proven method. It is called the VVO method, because for any business, it doesn't matter if you are a solo entrepreneur or a multi-billion-dollar industry like McDonald's, you ever only need to be doing these 3 things to actually be making money. And it is visibility, value, and offer. Step number 1, the marketing, getting visible in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't matter, again, what kind of niche, what kind of industry you're in. If you can't get visible, people will not know about your business. Literally, like that, it's just a matter of fact. If nobody knows about your business, you can't make any money. So step number 1 is just listing out, and this is an exercise that you can do literally right now. List out 10 ways, and go ahead, if you want, put it in the comments too, so that other moms and other watchers viewers can look at your ideas and grab some, and you guys can all be brainstorming in the comments as well. But step number 1 is just write down, like, hey, 10 ways. What are 10 ways that I can get visibility on my new business? Okay, and this can be in person or online. A lot of people like immediately think that, like, hey, I have to be on Facebook, or I have to be on Instagram or LinkedIn or YouTube. Like, you can get visible in any way. You can go to markets and set up a tent and be like, hey, I start my coaching business. Do you have questions about meal prepping? Do you have questions about organizing? Do you have questions about mindset? Like, let me help you. Let me answer your questions. Here's my business card, okay? There's so many ways to get visible. But step number 1, you have to get visible. And then step number 2 is value. And essentially that is really just communicating and building relationships with people, and communicating with those relationships why they actually want what you have to offer. Like, what's in it for them? What is the value? Okay, and here's an example of what I mean. I can help moms start a business and make money, okay? Anybody can do that, okay? But what is the value that they're going to get once they start their business and make money? They're going to be pursuing their passions. They're going to be happier. They're going to be fulfilled. They're going to show up as a better mom, a better partner, a better friend, a better individual. This is why at the beginning I said I help moms grow in motherhood, mindset, and entrepreneurship. Because when you do all of that work to become a CEO of your business, you just naturally grow in all of those areas. And for my audience, they want to throw money at me to help them create all of these results, create all of this value. Like, they value the growth in motherhood, mindset, and entrepreneurship so much. It's so much bigger than just starting a business and making money. It's like they are stepping into like a 2.0 version of themselves, having lost themselves in motherhood and being able to pursue their passions, find fulfillment, and become this new person. It's like, heck yeah, I'm gonna throw all my money at that and become this 2.0 version of myself. That is the value, and you have to help people understand that message, okay? So you get visible, you help people understand the value of what you've got to offer, and then step number 3, you actually have to make an offer and invite people to come work with you, okay? Like, if you check my description box, you can probably find a bunch of links for my freebies or my consultation links, how to work with me, all of that good stuff. You have to tell people, hey, click the link in my bio to book a consultation. Click the link in my bio to grab my freebie. Click the link in my bio to purchase this product or this service. Like, whatever you have for sale, you actually have to tell people to go buy it. And this is, besides, like, if you're not getting visible and you don't have enough eyeballs on your business, okay, work on that. And once you get enough people in your audience, work on the value, like helping people understand why they want what you have. But a lot of moms don't ever sell their stuff. I know that I struggled with this so much. When I started my social media marketing business, I did get clients coming to me, but in my brain, for some reason, like, I thought I learned that, hey, I just have to give free value and never ask for sale. And 6 months in, I finally started asking for sales, because like my business coach was like, no, you need to ask people to buy your stuff now. Like, it's time. You've been giving so much, like, it's time to ask them. And so I would like to offer that, like, you can start providing value and asking for sales and asking for them to work with you immediately. And if you are feeling like salesy or like, oh my gosh, I don't want to feel annoying by continuously asking them again and again, if you're having any of these feelings, it's all because of your thoughts. And again, not everything you think is true. So figure out what is the thought that is creating that feeling for you. What is the thought that's creating that feeling of feeling salesy? Maybe it's you've been sold to and you don't like that. You were very uncomfortable being sold to. And so you feel like, I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be like that person. Maybe you feel like people shouldn't be, charging X amount of price. Maybe you feel like I'm not qualified to charge this or charge for coaching at all. And so maybe that's causing you to feel salesy. But again, feeling salesy, a feeling comes from our thoughts, not our actions, okay? Nothing you do is going to stop you from actually feeling salesy. It's all going to be about how you think. And the way to combat this, and this is kind of like a tangent, but we have to go into this, okay? In order, and I think I actually have a whole podcast episode on this. Check the description, all of that stuff for the link for my podcast, but I'm going to go into it right now anyway. The way to combat feeling salesy, okay, or graspy, however you're feeling about selling, okay, is to just remember that you're not really selling, okay? I have this concept that I teach in my program, and it's called salesy versus selling versus service, okay? And so when you think about being salesy, we are never trying to be salesy. We are always trying to be selling in service, okay? When you just reframe it like that, just think about it. I'm selling in service. And the analogy that I always give is, like you probably get a bunch of flyers in your mail for like the dentist, okay? We get so many for free cleaning. Now imagine if you brought that flyer in and you got a free cleaning and then you had like 2 cavities. And the dentist was like, hey, we just finished up your cleaning. It's completely free, no charge at all. But we did notice that you had 2 cavities. And we actually do have a 30-minute time slot right now. If you want, we can go ahead and fill it in. You don't have to book another appointment. You can just get it done right now, 30 minutes. It's going to be $300. Did you want to do that today? Okay. For me, I'm like, heck yeah, I have 2 cavities. Let's get them out. 30 minutes. I'm already here. Let's get it done. You are saving me time. I value that. I value them selling to me, okay? For them, for me, actually, it's actually serving me. Like they are serving me by saying, hey, you have 2 cavities. Let's go ahead and get it done. It's gonna be 30 minutes. Here's the price. Versus if I just got the cleaning and they're like, okay, hey, see you next time. And then like they called me tomorrow and was like, hey, during your cleaning, we noticed you had 2 cavities. Like, do you want to book another appointment? It's going to be $300. Now I'm going to be like, what? Why didn't you tell me when I was there? I could have did it there. Now I have to book another appointment. Now I have to get a babysitter, like all this stuff. You see how that's like not in service? And so when you think about selling, okay, you're selling to people out of service because you want to help them organize their home. You want to help them meal prep. You want to help them save time. And so if you just think about, hey, I'm selling to them because they genuinely need this, because I am doing a disservice to them if I don't tell them about what I have to offer. If I don't help moms get from point A to point B, I am doing a disservice. And so when you come from that perspective, you don't feel salesy. Like anytime I tell moms about how to start their business and make money, I don't ever feel salesy. When I say, click the link in my bio, check the description box to join my program, I don't feel salesy because I know, like I believe it in my bones, 100% that, hey, this is the best thing I can do for moms out there is help them start a business and actually make money. So they're not having expensive hobbies and just like losing money and investing and losing money. Like I just feel it. I don't know, I'm getting like all fired up because I'm like, yeah, moms need to know how to start a business and actually make money and be the CEO of their life and their business. And so when you are thinking about being salesy, just ask yourself, how is this actually in service of my audience, of my ideal client, okay? And so again, really quickly, just to recap, when you want to get into coaching, when you start your business, all you have to know is where are my clients now? What is point A and what is point B? What am I gonna help them with? How am I gonna help them get there? Those are the mini steps in between. And once you figure that out, now you just have to pick a pricing, okay? Let's talk about pricing because you're like, what do I charge? And I'm just gonna say that like for life coaching, like I would say that the general life coaching is $100 per hour. But here's where the mindset coaching piece comes in. Again, I'm a business strategist and a mindset coach. And here's where the mindset comes in. You just get to decide what pricing you believe. if you believe like, hey, my 1 hour is worth $50, like that is what the price I believe, and I can 100% sell it and over deliver on that, then that's a pricing you should pick. I want you to pick whatever pricing is the easiest for you to believe. I know that a lot of moms start at like $25 an hour because they're like, cool, I can 100% believe that at $25 an hour, this is totally valuable. I am undercharging and over delivering, and you really want to be doing that so you can build demand and build an audience, and then start building up to like $75 an hour, to $100 an hour, to even like $500 an hour. Like that is a possibility for you. I've had a relationship coach where I paid her $500 an hour. Okay, so with that, the pricing, I'm gonna say, if you want a number, you can just do $100 per hour, and if you want to pick a number that's higher or lower, go for it. The main thing that you need to focus on is your thought, your belief behind it. Like, do I believe this 100%, excuse me, that this is totally undercharging and over delivering? That is what you want to talk about your pricing. And if you guys have any questions about pricing, put it in the comment section so I can do another video on pricing at all. And so now that you have your coaching business, you know where your clients are and how to get them, that like bridging that gap, and you know what result you want to help them create. You also know how much you want to charge. Now you just have to follow the 3 simple steps that I told you earlier to actually start making money. Get visible, provide value, and make offers. That's it. It is so simple. Any mom can start literally right now, and you should be starting right now. Just start getting out there. And just a quick note before we end this video is, like, if you don't know where to start, how to start, I always just recommend putting a post out there and saying, hey friends, I've just started my coaching business on health, on organizing, on time management. If you or as anyone you know would like some help with fill in the blank, time management, meal prep, health, holistic, or essential oils for beginners, go ahead and send me a message or share this with a friend. Like, that's it. You're not like directly selling to your friends and family because they probably aren't your ideal clients to begin with. But for you to say, if you or someone you know would like help with this, go ahead and send me a message or share this post with that friend, okay? That's going to allow them to be like, hey, cool, she started a business. And number 2, hey, I do know somebody, and let me go ahead and reach that person. That is just an amazing way to, again, build your confidence and build your belief that, like, hey, I'm starting. Like, that is the first step to starting, is just putting it out there into the world that I've started my business. And once you start your business, go ahead and comment underneath that, hey, I started my business, and put your Instagram so I can come and check it out. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. Comment any other videos that you would like to see, any topics that you're really looking forward to or needing help with, any questions, any comments, and we'll see you next time.